Millions of Syrians who fled the regime Russian military attacks have also had to leave behind swaths of their own farmlands. And the regime has now put those lands up for sale. Maysara is one of many Syrians who inherited his land for generations. He says the news is yet another shock.
We used to produce tons of various crops every year, not to mention the economic contribution we made to the area through jobs and trading. And now Assad is offering our lands to his militias.
Maysara says the loss of the land is as cruel as losing one's soul. And the unlawful confiscation of properties has now left thousands of IDPs wondering what will happen to theirs.
People are frightened because the regime has already confiscated lands and issued a call for quote on others for investments. My only wish is to return to our lands, because that's where we will always belong.
Rights groups say the Assad regime has staged auctions to effectively confiscate and sell the fertile lands that belong to the internally displaced people in northern Syria. And according to the Syrian Network for Human Rights, at least 440 square kilometers of agricultural lands have already been seized. As part of a systematic policy, the regime is collectively punishing those outside the areas it controls. And lawyers are calling for action against the long-term consequences, which they say will be catastrophic.
The regime considers all people outside areas it controls terrorists and is trying to take over their properties, as we see in this latest decision. We urge the international community to declare all resolutions issued by the regime in regard to ownership as invalid and act against any demographic and geographic shifting which is currently taking place.
For more than a decade, the Assad regime has used various methods to make Syrians submit. And it seems it's now trying to weaponize IDP lands and properties. But the fear here in northern Syria is that there may be more to come. Nur Kormosh, TRT World, Idlib.